On today's episode, we will be talking about Destination Void. The starship Earthling, filled with thousands of hibernating colonists en route to a new world at Tau Ceti, is stranded beyond the solar system when the ship's 3 organic mental cores, disembodied human brains that control the vessel's functions, go insane. An emergency skeleton crew sees only one chance to create an artificial consciousness in Earthling's primary computer, which could guide them to their destination, or it could destroy the human race. Guess who's sick? Drink your water. Okay, so Destination Void. I don't do this a lot. I feel a little bamboozled. A little. From the summary that I read online, because there's not one on the back. The story I was expecting was supposed to be like this killer spacecraft has taken out everybody and, chaos, people running around. But no, this story happens after that. And there's just a few people left managing the ship that kind of know what they're, they know what they're doing, they've been trained to do it, but they weren't expecting to. So I think it's one of those things where they knew what to do on paper. But other than that, I did not appreciate the ever-changing character point of views randomly, without warning. Just next paragraph, here's a new person. Next paragraph, here's a new person. Cat. I'm glad I read it. I don't think I would read it again, because it's a very hard science fiction story. There's lots of theories and mathematic equations, and because they're all trying to figure things out, and all I can do is just smile and nod and keep going. Thankfully, it's enough of a story to where you can smile and nod your way through it. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't have finished it. I wanted to read this. Look how small this is. This is super small. Because all the books I've been reading want to give me carpal tunnel. You get to the point where you're in the back, your wrist starts hurting, and you're like, man, come on. So I wanted this one. I thought I was gonna knock this out real fast. I'm 2 days. Got it. But no, hard science fiction takes a while. So I will not be saying I will knock this out really quick, because apparently that's just gonna jinx me. No, it was good. Has a good storyline. It was very interesting. I think that was its selling point for me. Because in the midst of all the brain games and everything, it becomes this philosophical question of what it means to be alive, what it means to be conscious. All of this coming from people who were clones of other people, because this is in the beginning of the book, so this isn't really a spoiler. You get this in the first few pages. They know that they're exploratory cannon fodder, basically, to see what else is out there, because they don't want to risk the real people. So they've cloned these people however many times, and they keep sending out ships. So for this book, this is ship 6, and all the others have been destroyed, missing, whatever. And they know this. They're well, they don't know what happened to those ships. They keep wondering throughout the story. But they know that they're clones, and they know that they've been sent out. They don't exactly know that it's a one-way trip. They keep thinking maybe they should turn around, but they've kind of been hardwired against it. But to hear clones talk about what it means to be alive while they're making an AI, because theirs have all went kaput. They went nuts. They had 3. All bad, apparently. But I'm trying to figure out how to make the AI, they have to consider what things are and how to apply it. So like what it means to be a creator, what it means to be the thing that's been created, and how that must feel, and how even used a handful of quotes from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein to kind of correlate with Frankenstein and the monster and the relationship there. You know, should they even be doing this? They don't know, but they want to find out how that would work and what it means to be alive and fully conscious and how that would work. And do they need to put in emotions? Do they need to put in, oh my goodness, hello, Miss Noel, how's it going? You know, just what all these things mean and how to apply it and how to make that work in cat and how to make that work in a computer setting. You know, so you're not really working with the brain, you're working with the computer, but you want it to kind of run itself and be able to solve problems and be able to like kind of work on the fly and do like most of your work for you. So they're trying to make it do all these things while they're up in space, because what better way to figure out impossible things than when you're in danger and you really, really have to. But you don't want to go be in danger. You'll put other people in danger. Have them go figure it out. And so it was actually really kind of interesting, just like the thought processes and the questions that they had. But yeah, good book. I don't know, I don't think I would have bought it knowing it was the Aftermath book. I think I would have left it. And I know there's more to the series, but I hear this one is the best of the series, even though it's like the prequel. Because the other ones were written with another author. Again, I'm sick. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll pick up the others. I may, because it was good. It just wasn't what I was thinking I was going to read. So if I get back into the mood for hard science fiction, maybe I'll grab that. But until then, I finished it and I can move on to the next book now.